honorable delegates, Abunas from Coptic Orthodox, distinguished delegates, Terachis, all distinguished members, my dear friends. It's a pleasure to meet you all this afternoon. Well, we have already listened to Father Philip and Dr. Varghese and Dr. Sivitaragan about the activities under the Ministry of Human Empowerment of the Malankara Orthodox Church, the Orthodox Medical Forum, and Vipassana Emotional Support Program. I am also a volunteer of Vipassana Emotional Support Program. Dr. Sivitaragan has already explained some details of our activities. Well, I wish to briefly introduce, mention about the topic holistic healing that Dr. Varghese has already mentioned about holistic healing, which was the project of the Ministry of Human Empowerment for the year 2016. And sure you are all familiar with the concept of holistic healing. Involves the whole person, body, mind, spirit, and emotions for gaining optimal health and wellness. Actually, holistic healing is an approach to life. Holistic healing is based on the belief that unconditional love and support is the most powerful healer. And a person is ultimately responsible for his or her own health and well-being. That is the basis of the principle of holistic healing. There are also other principles like all of us have innate healing powers, and a patient is a person, that's not a case or disease. Patient, Dr. Phil should consider a patient as a person, not a case or a cause or a disease. And it is not alleviating symptoms alone. It is finding out the root cause, the reason for the condition. Healing is actually a team approach between the doctor and the patient. And the patient is educated on lifestyle changes and self-care, like diet, exercise, good family and social relationships, etc. And we probably we all know that centuries back, Plato wrote, as you ought not to attempt to cure the eyes without the head, or the head without the body, neither ought you attempt to cure the body without the soul. The part can never be well unless the whole is well. Well, you must, and therefore, if the head and body are to be well, you must begin by curing the soul. And David A. Williams, a theologian who worked on holistic aspect of holistic, who went into the details of aspect of holistic healing, the Bible says the concept of healing and salvation are closely associated. Healing and salvation, health, holiness, wholeness, etc. These terms are derived from the original Anglo-Saxon word healing. Healing is growth, journey towards function, wholeness of each organ. I heard one of our friends from the delegation was telling her name was Helen and Helen. Oh. Well, that was the project of our Ministry of Human Empowerment for the year 2016. And there are a lot of things the church can do towards holistic healing. And that is, the first one is creating awareness among people through church on the significance of holistic healing, organizing medical camps, health awareness programs, organizing awareness, creating awareness about the emotional support program of and suicide prevention program of Vipassana emotional support program. And there are also chances of awareness to reject unhealthy and junk food, soft drinks, etc. These days it is creating a lot of health issues. Actually, people are going for junk food and soft drinks and all types of things. People prefer to, especially the children prefer to eat food from hotel or outside, which is very unhealthy, which leads to many diseases. So there should be an awareness created to reject such food and to cook simple food at home and eat simple healthy food from home. And moreover, there should be to strengthen the family bonding and healthy social relationship. That is also important for the whole wellness of the person. And in churches or in dioceses where facilities are available, there are some of our churches it is being conducted, that is establishing primary health centers in certain churches with the help of doctors and nurses and health officials from the church itself, and palliative care units, etc. That for dialysis centers, etc. for poor patients, for the benefit of poor patients around. And there are also one suggestion, and it's a very good thing it could be implemented, that is geriatric care of senior citizens playing a role in daycare centers attached to the churches. In the churches there are facilities. These are some of the activities related to holistic healing the churches can take, where the churches can take initiative in these aspects. Now a word about the World Mental Health Day. October 10 was the World Mental Health Day, which was observed in the Government Medical College, Kottayam, under the leadership of Dr. Varghese and his team. Many of us could attend the program. It was a well-organized program, discussed various aspects of the topic, that is psychological first aid. That was the theme this year, and it was a very good, well-organized program. Despite the name psychological first aid, both psychological and social support are extended, should be extended. In fact, in Vipassana emotional support program, what we do is psychological first aid. That is, those who are in distress come to us or call us, and we give a patient listening and help them in whatever way possible. And we also help people who are under stress and emotional breakdown through crisis prevention and awareness creation. We hope and pray that we will be able to bring solace to more and more needy persons around. It is really a pleasure to meet you all this afternoon, especially the team from the delegation from Cairo, the public officers. As my husband said, we had the privilege to visit Cairo, Alexandria, this May, and also then we went to. It was a very wonderful experience. It was a sort of tourism, spiritual tourism, we should say. We were mostly visiting churches and monasteries. And from Egypt, we went to Cyprus also. That was a wonderful time we had together. So we look forward for cooperation among both churches in whatever way possible. Thank you all. Thank you for the patient.